There's a major shift happening right now with how people discover brands. And that's because AI is rewriting how people search for and receive information. And YouTube is right at the center of it. New data from BrightEdge shows that across ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, YouTube is cited over 200 times more than any other video platform. It's also now one of the most cited domains in Google's AI overviews alongside Wikipedia and Reddit. In other words, if your brand isn't making YouTube content, you're going to be invisible in the next wave of search. In this video, we'll break down why AI engines cite YouTube so much, the 3 types of content you need to start making to dominate an AI search, and how to optimize your videos to actually appear in this new AI-first world. And I know this works because we dominate AI search ourselves for Best YouTube Marketing Agency, with about 30% of our leads coming from there. My agency has helped hundreds of businesses generate billions of views on YouTube over the last 10 years. So if you want to level up your channel, you're going to want to pay attention. Why YouTube is winning AI search. So why does AI cite YouTube so much? Well, it comes down to 3 things: structure, value, and trust. So first, structure. YouTube is built in a way that is easy for AI to understand. Every video comes with metadata, transcripts, titles, timestamps, and captions, all of which can easily be read by AI. And both OpenAI and Google say in their documentation that their models use this exact info to understand what's actually happening in a video. So when AI scans the internet for information to answer a question, YouTube gives them a clean, structured data set that's simple to understand, to verify, and cite. Second is value. So to generate good answers, AI needs content that helps people discover, learn, and solve problems. And that is exactly the kind of content that YouTube is built on. No other platform comes close to the volume of tutorials, product demos, comparisons, and step-by-step guides. So this evergreen problem-solving content is exactly what people ask AI for every day, which is why YouTube has become the go-to source for practical, experience-based knowledge. And finally, trust. AI's top priority is accuracy, and video is just harder to fake than text. A website can claim expertise, but a video literally shows the product in someone's hands or the process in action, the results on screen, and that provides visual proof of real experience from a real human. It's a massive trust signal. Then layer on top the public validation that comes from the platform, views, comments, and likes from real people. And YouTube becomes one of the most credible, citable sources on the internet. And let's also just state the obvious. Google owns the platform, so they control both YouTube and Gemini, which gives them a massive incentive and a technical advantage to prioritize their own video content in AI responses. So when you combine all of these things, you start to see why AI turns to YouTube. It's not just another video platform, it's the world's most trusted library of human knowledge. And so why does this matter so much for your brand? Well, 2 reasons: search intent and channel growth. So when AI cites your video, it's because someone asked for it. Unlike other social channels where you're appearing as people scroll, traffic from AI search is coming forward looking for answers. And because AI links directly to the source, this high intent interest turns into real viewers, new subscribers, and qualified traffic that goes back to your brand. That's the key. By winning an AI search, you aren't just getting your brand in front of more people, you're getting in front of potential customers who are actively interested in what you have to offer. But to catch this traffic, you can't just rely on random uploads. You need to create specific types of content, or what we call an AI answer library. More on that in a second. This is how to make sure your brand is not just in the library, but is the go-to source that actually gets pulled from the shelves. Too often, brands make the mistake of treating YouTube like a dumping ground, a place to upload any video the company makes, hour-long webinars, leftover ad creative, internal demos. And while some of that content definitely has its place, what we're going to suggest is just being more intentional about it all. The brands that win in AI search don't think like marketers repurposing assets. They think like educators. So your brand needs to create videos that answer questions, solve problems, and share real expertise. because that's exactly what AI is relying on when generating responses. Your new goal on YouTube is to create your brand's official AI answer library. And this library is going to be built on 3 core content pillars: how to, versus, and best. They each map directly to the kinds of questions people ask AI every single day. So first up is your best content. This is your educational, problem-solving content. It reaches viewers long before they ever become customers. And inside this category, there are actually 2 types of best searches that matter. So 1, best product for specific use case. Now, this is a high intent search from someone who is close to making a decision to buy a product. They already know what they want to solve and they're comparing options. Now, 2, best way to solve common industry problem. This is going to be earlier in their journey. People are not choosing a product yet. They're looking for clarity, understanding, or a path forward. This positions your brand as the expert guide for the entire category. And it's not just the word best. Searches like top, recommended, solutions for, or even tools for a specific use case, they all fall under this same intent. They're simply different ways of asking the same thing: help me make the best decision. This content is powerful because it introduces your brand to people who aren't even looking for you yet. They're just looking for the best. And when you help someone understand a topic, solve a real problem, or make a better decision, you're creating value before asking for anything in return. And that early value, it becomes the foundation for trust and credibility. And because this content is evergreen and highly useful, it's the type of video AI engines love to cite over and over long after you hit publish. An example of this is actually the video you're watching right now. So this is a best content piece. Notice that we aren't trying to pitch you on our agency services yet. We're simply answering a high-level question you have. What's the best YouTube strategy for AI search? And by giving you this information for free, we're demonstrating our expertise and solving part of a problem for you. That is how you build trust and move closer to a sale, or at least that's the intention here. Second is your versus content. These are the videos that help people weigh different options. Sometimes that looks like DIY versus hiring a pro for remodeling a kitchen, or method A versus method B. Or other times it's literally comparing your brand to competitors, like your product versus your competitor. People search for these comparisons every day because 1, they want confidence in their decision, and 2, they want a shortcut. Versus content is so powerful because it takes hours of research comparing specs, features, and pricing, and it condenses it into a single clear summary. So you are doing the heavy lifting, so the viewer doesn't have to. And when you clearly list the options, the benefits, and even your suggestions, you aren't just saving the viewer time, you're handing AI a pre-packaged comparison that it can instantly serve to a user. A good example of this comes from Wise. They have a video titled Remitly versus Wise, which is better in 2025. In the video, they compare fees, benefits, functionality, all the stuff that you'd want to consider when choosing a money transfer platform. So now, instead of a viewer needing to watch 5 separate reviews to figure out the best option, Wise consolidates all that research into one clear summary. And that is the key for AI search. By doing the heavy lifting and structuring the comparison so clearly, Wise makes their video the easiest source for an AI to cite. This allows them to win the search results and, more importantly, control the narrative on how they stack up against their biggest competitor. And third is your how-to content. This is your instructional content. The videos that teach people how to do something step by step. Sometimes it's specific to your product or service, like how to set up product. And other times it's expertise from your category, how to design things. In all cases, you're helping someone take action through clear, guided instruction. When someone asks how to improve skill, your how-to video that is packed with real-world experience, real-world processes, and real-world examples becomes the clearest, most trustworthy source the AI can reference. Again, with this kind of content, you're solving a specific pain point for the viewer, and that is reinforcing brand trust and credibility. And when that same viewer decides to finally explore purchasing a product that in the future, you're much more likely to be in consideration because of the value that you provided. A brand doing this really well is HubSpot. They have a whole series of how-to videos like this one, how to use WhatsApp marketing for your business. They aren't pitching their CRM tools. They're teaching you the actual strategy. In this case, the how-to of running a marketing campaign on a specific channel. And this is perfect for AI. When someone asks how to use WhatsApp for marketing, the AI looks for a process from an expert like this, not a sales pitch. And because HubSpot provides the playbook here, they're likely to get the citation. So there you have it, the 3 content pillars you need to start building. Together, these pillars are going to form the foundation of your new AI answer library. Now, creating the right videos is only half the challenge. To actually show up in AI results, your content also needs to be packaged in a way that AI can find it, understand it, and trust it. And that brings us to our next point, how to optimize your content for AI discoverability. First off, you have to remember right now, AI models aren't exactly watching your video. They're reading it. So your job is to make that reading process as easy as possible. Here are 7 practical steps you can take to better optimize your content for AI search, starting with what's in the actual content itself. So first, verify your content with sources. AI models will cross-check your video against the broader web before deciding whether to cite it. They're looking for clear signals that your content is fact-based, structured, and aligned with what credible sources say. This means you need to add a verification layer into your content. So in the video itself, attribute stats or claims when it matters. Avoid vague generalizations, ambiguous claims, or anything that feels unverifiable. The clearer and more connected your content is to trusted sources of truth, the more likely it is for AI to cite it. In your description, you can also include links to supporting resources, think blog posts, tutorials, product pages, research, or original sources. This is because AI is looking at the bigger picture around your video to determine trust. 2, upload a clean, accurate transcript. Stop relying on YouTube's auto-generated transcripts. Depending on speaker clarity, they can have typos, misheard brand names, and missing punctuation, which just makes it harder for AI to extract clean, reliable information. So upload a 100% accurate, human-verified transcript file. This gives AI a perfect, error-free text source that it can read, understand, and cite with confidence. 3, use chapters as mini query answers. AI will rarely cite a full 10-minute video. They're looking for the exact 45-second clip that answers the user's specific question. You make this easy by using video chapters. By adding clear descriptive timestamps in your description, you're basically slicing your long video into clear micro answers. You're spoon feeding the AI the exact clip it needs to make it incredibly easy for it to cite you. And to take it one step further, avoid vague titles like intro, demo, or conclusion in your chapters, which really tells AI nothing. Instead, write each chapter like the phrasing someone would use when asking a question. How pricing works for product. Fixing specific problems step by step. Or in the case of this video, optimizing your YouTube videos for AI. This will help improve your video's indexability and increase the likelihood of your content being cited. 4, write titles like prompts. So similar to chapters, the same can be said for video titles. Avoid using clever, abstract titles. Start testing using utility titles that mirror the user's actual search. If users ask, how do I choose the right probiotic? AI is looking for something close to a direct match. A title like Gut Health Basics brand is too vague. A title like How to Choose the Right Probiotic, full guide, it's a much better match. And the closer your title is to the user's search, the higher your chance of winning the citation. 5, use descriptions to add context, not just keywords. AI looks at your video description to understand the context of your video. Don't treat this space like an old school SEO keyword dump. Treat it like a mini guide. So write 2 to 4 simple sentences that are explaining exactly what the video covers, who it's for, and what problem it solves. This summary helps AI confirm that your video has the right information it needs. 6, structure your video for AI readability. So AI looks for structure, clarity, and logical flow in your videos. Following a well-organized format, it's much easier for AI to understand and take answers from. So script your videos with a clean narrative, open with a problem or question, move through your points in a logical sequence, And use labeling like first, next, and here's the takeaway. This helps AI detect shifts and progression in the topics. And the more structured your delivery, the easier it is for AI to find the specific moments that have the information it needs. 7, use on-screen text to reinforce key concepts. The newest AI models like Gemini don't just read text, they look at the video frames and can see the words on your video. So visually and reinforce what you're talking about. Actually say the question out loud in your video and put the key information or steps as text overlays within your edit. This creates a circle of trust where your transcript, your audio, and your visuals all tell the same story. So there you have it, 7 simple optimizations that will turn your YouTube videos into something that AI actually references. And before we wrap up, there's one last bonus point, and this is some juicy low-hanging fruit you can implement today. Most brands have a YouTube channel already with content that should be showing up in AI search. It's just not optimized yet. And so one of the quickest wins you can go after right now is to go back and update certain content you've already published. Start by looking for videos that fall into the 3 core pillars we talked about in this video: best, versus, and how to. Then start applying the optimizations we covered. A single pass on your existing library can dramatically increase your visibility in AI generated answers without filming anything new. So let's zoom out. What we're seeing right now isn't just a new trend, it's a complete change of how internet search works. The era of ranking on the front page is out, and the era of the direct answer is in. And that presents a choice for every brand. Stay relying on the old SEO playbook and watch your search visibility slowly disappear, or build the AI answer library that feeds the AI. And look, we get it. This is not a small task. It requires deep research to find the right video topics, creative execution to bring these videos to life, and technical chops to ensure AI discovers your videos. But that's exactly why we exist. We partner with brands to turn YouTube into your most powerful driver of awareness, trust, and revenue. So if you're ready to start building your brand's dominant position in AI search, visit our website and book a discovery call. The transition of search is happening fast. Let's make sure your brand doesn't miss out. Thanks for watching.